Hey guys, Juan here, and in this video, I'm going to go over how to scale your Facebook ads nice and easy. So I know there's a lot of different ways to go about scaling your ads. I know a lot of people, unfortunately, take the wrong approach by feeling that an ad is quote unquote fatigued or it's been running for so long. Now they got to can it and run new ads and kind of get new creatives, but there's actually a way for you not to have to do that. And I'm going to show you here and walk you through a process that will allow you to use one set of creatives and keep, recycling that and actually duplicating that and scaling that out for max, return on investment. Because most Facebook marketers that I've seen out there, and from what I've noticed, is that they talk about Facebook ad fatigue and changing up the creatives. You don't need to do that. So let me walk you through kind of the first step here. So the goal in really any Facebook ad campaign, right, is to find your winners and scale out the winners and turn off all the losers and, make sure that those winners are at a good cost per lead or a good cost per purchase, whatever that may be, and that you can easily turn that up or down, right, on or off, just like a faucet. That's one of the things I tell my clients is, hey, our goal is to find, 3 to 4 or 5 winning ads that we can scale out to the moon, depending on your capacity. And that is what you need to do, because you don't have to have a bunch of new creatives every time you feel that an ad isn't profitable anymore, right? So the goal for you to have actual ads that you can optimize very easily and effectively is having multiple ad sets, okay, with each having 4 unique images. Let me give you an example of how this works. Okay, so I have an ad set 1, okay? I have one audience, and I have, let's say, one particular hook in there. I'm just going to give you an example. So I have a free teeth cleaning. Let's say I'm running ads for a dentist. I have an ad set audience. I have a teeth cleaning. I'm not just going to have one ad in there, right? I'm going to have one ad, the same offer, but I'm going to have 4 different images in there, because what I'm doing is I'm creating variation. Okay. And so then if I have, 10 different audiences, I'm going to have one ad in there, but with 4 different images. So it's really 4 ads. It's the same copy, right? The same hook, the same offer, is just a different image, because you don't know what's going to resonate the most with that particular audience. And the way Facebook algorithm works is, let's say you have 1,000 people in your audience, okay? You have 1,000 people that fit in this audience bucket. Now, people think that, okay, Facebook's going to show my ad to all those 1,000 people. Well, unfortunately, it's not. It's going to show your ad to a small sliver, a small segment of the audience, maybe 50, 100 people. And then based off those initial conditions and those initial actions from the type of people that are engaging, clicking, liking, sharing, taking up on the offer, Facebook's then going to look at the audience and then go and find other similar people from those initial conditions and find others that meet that criteria, meet those characteristics, and then show those ads to those people. So that's why you want the variation, because you don't know what's going to resonate with people, and you want to kind of cast a wide net so that you're able to have the most amount of success, because you can have one audience that you show the same exact ad to, and because it's only shown to a small segment of the audience, you can have one ad bomb and one ad completely have success, right? It's because of the initial conditions. That's what really matters, okay? So what most people do, and let me go to the next one here. What most people do is kind of what I mentioned, is that whenever they feel that an ad is no longer working anymore and it's kind of ran its course, they call it ad fatigue, then they just can the ad and then they go and create new creatives. But you're pretty much starting from scratch again when you're doing that, right? And so what I recommend is not creating new creatives, but simply duplicating that winning ad set, okay, and changing something very slightly on it. So when you're doing this, you essentially have ad set one that is profitable. You duplicate it, okay, that winning profitable ad set, and you change the bid, you change the audience, or something very, very minor in there, because then you have a whole new set of initial conditions, right? And so that ad set that you just duplicated now has a new small segment of that big 1,000 people audience that it can show your ads to. And when you continue to do that, those ad sets now are touching upon different segments of that initial audience. So you're having more ways to win. So just think about, even if you have a massive audience, like 1 million people in your audience or 500,000, right? I mean, you could have that audience running very, very successful campaigns for years, because you're never ever really going to see that entire audience. You're only just going to see small segments, small slivers. So in order for you to try to get in front of as much of those 500,000 people or 1 million people as possible, is to create and duplicate your winning ad sets and change something minor. It can be the age, the ad budget, maybe a mobile device versus versus actual desktop, female versus male, something very, very slightly, because it changes the setup so that Facebook thinks it's a new kind of ad, and so it has a different set of new conditions. So the way to really, as I mentioned, scale out your Facebook ads and find the winners and continue to kind of, utilize the same ads over and over and over again for an audience, is by duplicating the ad sets, okay, and changing it up. That is how you're going to easily scale up your campaigns. I mean, I've done it numerous times. It's super easy. You don't have to go into great depths of, oh man, this ad is no longer working. It became, negative. It's no longer profitable. Well, campaigns happen like that all the time, right? You may have a campaign that, ad sets running and it's working well for a month, profitable, boom, we're making money, we're killing it. And then all of a sudden it falls off, right? Well, time to duplicate that and change something, and then have a whole new set of initial conditions. And then boom, lo and behold, that one's becoming profitable now. So don't ever think that your ads are like getting fatigued or whatever, especially if you have a large audience, right? In your audience base there for your ad sets. Duplicate them, change up a couple things, and you'll have a new set of conditions. And that's how you can easily scale out your campaigns, your ads, to get the maximum return on investment. So that's it for this video here. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of how to scale your Facebook ads campaign. It worked extremely well for me, and I know it'll do wonders for you.